Welcome to Season 4 of Kinwomen ALOUD, a space for thoughtful, honest conversations between women who are living, learning and evolving together. In this season, we're exploring wisdom, not as something abstract or distant, but as an inner compass that shapes our values, our choices, and the way we move through the world, including how we relate to money and power. Join us around the table for conversations that really matter. You are our kin.
Today is Goodbye 2025. Hello 2026. I'm Penny and here with my kinwomen, Rose.
Hi.
Amanda.
Hello.
And Kelly.
Hello.
And we're reflecting on the small shifts that shaped us, what we're carrying forward and what we're leaving behind, and now how we're going to plan our joy together. And I recently read this quote that said, friendship is when two or more people decide to grow together. So we continue to grow together. You can get your head around that, Kel?
Yeah, like
Beautiful. So let's turn the page. Welcome 2026. And my first question to my kinwomen is, what is something small or big, looking back at 2025, but significant, that shaped your perspective this year? And I'm going to start with Kelly because she's always got something to say.
There you go. Is that a lovely thought? I'm not quite sure.
It's a lovely thought.
Okay, nice. So I was thinking, because I knew you were obviously going to talk about this, and I was thinking I had this unexpected opportunity to go to Rwanda and live there for 3 months.
Wow.
I mean, living in a third world, developing world country, and just being a part of the local every day.
Great.
And the perspective that I gained was the pace that you can live at and feel really fulfilled. Like we tend to think you've got to be living a fast doing pace.
Doing.
But in fact, an everyday steady pace. But you walked and you walk everywhere and you talk to people on the street, and it was just this beautiful perspective of, gosh, I can imagine a village life and perhaps what it would have been like many, many years ago. But even now I thought it's a way of just trying to introduce it into your own world. Slow the pace to actually talk to people and don't rush by them.
Well, I'm going to go from that because my one is I had the opportunity to work and live there and volunteer there with you.
I know.
For 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And so how it changed my perspective of many things, and I'll share some of them a bit later, but one of the big ones was actually feeling the rhythms of life, the rise with the sun, the setting of the sun, how we walk.
Yeah.
Walk
it's
slow.
so different, isn't it?
Walk slow, walk far, as opposed to fast, furious.
In a car, jumping in and racing off somewhere. It's different, hey?
Like the rhythms, they
just
really...
using a vehicle changes you.
Well, I think that's a reason, and I know we're very privileged to do this, why I love holidaying at Rottnest. One of the biggest things is you don't get in a car, and it's how it changes your day. It's the only glimpse I get of what you're talking about. Really.
Rhythms.
Living in,
Okay, so Amanda, over to you.
Well, it's funny because as Kel started speaking, I really resonated with pace and that sense of pace. And it's quite different for us, but we are renovating a house, and to see some of the transformations of that house have just been so deeply meaningful for us as a family because we searched for the house for so long. So many open homes, like 3 years later. But the small perspective shift is that our new house has a pool. Now, the pool is very old, so don't think I'm living in a mansion somewhere. But my family are water people, and we got our pool heated.
Oh.
And it was one of the first things that we did. So literally all through winter and now in summer, we swum every day.
Great.
And so for me, the pace change of being in a different environment, obviously you can't swim with your mobile phone and scrolling but the presence to my teenagers, now my kids will come down and go, Mum, a little swim with me? And we just talk and we reflect. And so I think the takeaway for me would be, even if it's the ocean's free, how can you get in nature? How can you get in water? How can you decompress your nervous system? Because that brings such a deep change of perspective. So
Something beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay,
Great.
Rose.
Pace is a theme for me as well, but for very different reasons. So there was my immediate family, there was some quite significant health issues in this last year, and that caused me to have to rethink where I spend my time. I suddenly not only needed but wanted to be at home more. I get asked to do a lot of things. I go out and do a lot of things. You know, I have 2 careers really, and I had to learn to say, as well as saying yes, which I say very easily, I had to learn to say no. So I had to pull my boundaries in, but it was my perspective shift that changed that, because I just wanted to be present with my family more, and you can't be in 2 places at one time. I had to align with the values and the things that were really important to me. So that was
Beautiful.
my perspective shift, was where I spend my time.
I think they're all great, aren't they?
They are. It's really quite interesting,
Yeah,
isn't
yeah.
it? What we all,
Very,
if you
very
sit
good.
back and think about the year that's been, as opposed to just put a line under it,
Yeah.
it's quite a.
It's great.
I've got a bit of a giggling going on
Yeah,
here.
yeah. It's all good, Kel. Okay, what's one thing you want to carry forward into 2026, and one thing you're happily leaving behind? And I'm going to start with Amanda.
Oh gosh, okay. Happily leaving behind, I left a job.
I mean, having to go to a workplace,
And it wasn't
or
all
having,
bad. It wasn't
No,
all
of
bad. It
course
was
not.
actually glorious in so many ways. But yeah, really leaning into my own business and the things I'm really passionate about this year.
Fantastic.
And that's
Good for you.
incredible.
Big,
And
brave choice.
Yeah, really brave choice, but really rewarding already. Just so soon into the year, and just seeing great rewards from making a courageous leap. So,
And you love
thing
the
I'm taking
autonomy.
in
What do you
is,
love about it?
flexibility and pace.
Yeah.
So I'm really focused on a much smaller group of people, and can really be present to those people, and also writing. So it's another pace thing.
Okay, so you left that behind. What are you carrying forward?
I think just the power of story, and really leaning into other people's stories and my story.
Beautiful.
And I've always kind of done it on the side, but I've brought it right into the main
I reckon
event.
that completely makes sense, doesn't it? It's given what you've always done, and you think, and you carried it in your other job as well.
Yeah, yeah.
So it was part of that.
Yeah, yeah.
But now it's just from a different position.
Yep.
From a more of an internal position.
And a more courageous one. And I think, girls, I turned 50 this year.
Fantastic.
And I
Awesome.
think
Good years.
I think it just really clarified some things. It was almost like Rosie was saying before, what do I really want this year to be like, or the next 10 years to be like?
Great.
Bit of bang. Decision.
Bit of bang.
Done.
Kel, over to you.
Hey, can I be a bit frivolous? Can I?
Never.
Okay, frivolous. One thing I do each year, which I quite enjoy, is building a little playlist.
Great.
Right.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
do, and I often try to build it from songs that I don't know.
Great.
So from not going with what I listen to, because I have a tried and true, like a birthday playlist from 5 years ago, which captures all of that. But every year I think, and so what I do is I carry one song forward.
Ooh.
And then I build a new playlist over the year.
What was the song you carried forward?
Billie Eilish, Birds of a Feather.
Great.
I love that little song, don't you? It's got a gorgeous little thing to it. So I did that, and then I've picked up some really gorgeous songs already, and I don't know, it just makes me smile. I whack it on in the morning often, and just there's only about 6 tracks on it right now.
Well, that's all right.
But I'll build
Yeah, yeah.
over
I'm
the
sure
next
you
few
will.
months, and
I'm
I
sure
think
you
it's So as I'm going to leave behind the rest of that playlist from 2025 and not play it and start something fresh.
new. Beautiful.
something
Maybe we
Fantastic.
should make a collaborative playlist for Kinwomen. It would be very
Oh,
fun.
I love a
Very
good
fun.
playlist.
Yeah, and it's great
yeah.
being exposed to new music and hearing
Yes.
artists and songs that you normally wouldn't.
Yeah,
and-
because it's very easy to get stuck.
yeah.
And I don't
On
want
our
to,
favourites.
even in music, because I'm not a big music person. It's not my kind of thing. But funny enough, it reaches me,
Oh, yeah.
catches me
music
unawares.
speaks.
Yes, yes.
That's why I love music, because it catches me, whereas most other things I'm anticipating. But somehow a lyric comes along and I'm like, oh, gosh. And it's quite
Gets
beautiful.
you out of your head into your heart very quickly.
Yes, it does, Pen. That's what
Yeah,
it
that's
is.
The magic
yeah.
combination of melody and words, it bypasses this and it goes straight to here. I was pointing to my head and then pointing to my heart.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the magic of music.
Okay, Rosie, carrying forward. happily leaving behind?
Carrying forward that health and love are the two most important things in my world.
Yeah.
And I had a gorgeous collection of great aunts. Aunt Winsome and Aunt Maud lived in Netherlands, outlived their husbands by 30 years, bless them. But Aunt Win used to say, my dear, if you've got your health, you've got everything. And I was probably only 21 when she told me that. I had no idea what she meant.
What she meant.
Now I know what she meant. And what I'm leaving behind is dark overthinking. As women, we can have a bit of a doctorate in that. I know men do as well, but the dark overthinking, especially when you wake in the middle of the night and whatever is unresolved generally comes straight into your foreground. I've been really working on that and the themes of self-compassion and compassion for others, which then are what guide me out of that. And that also links really well into health and love and carrying that forward. That's what I'm doing.
What about you, Penelope? What are you leaving behind, bringing forward?
I'm happily carrying forward a boyfriend.
Yeah, you are.
I'm very happily carrying him
That's
into
lovely.
2026.
Yeah.
Happily leaving behind, I tell you, this is quite funny, is I'm leaving behind a bad pool pump. I have bought a new sexy black pool pump. The old one is now in the rubbish. It is being left behind.
And this
You've tried
solved
so
the
many
problem of the
times.
pool?
It's solved the
Did
problem
you have to
of the
dig
pool.
up the tiles and the concrete?
No, didn't have to do anything. It was all about the pool pump.
How
And
good.
I
We'll have to
so
think
good.
about it again.
It's cheaper to run. It looks gorgeous. It hums. I'm just going
Great.
so good. Anyway,
House maintenance is a vibe.
Fits in
hey?
well
yeah,
with a new
it's a vibe.
boyfriend, doesn't it?
yeah.
Moving on. Loving it.
Oh, very, very good. Okay.
Kelly nearly fell off her chair then.
Okay. If you could give 2026 a theme or headline, what would it be? Keep it succinct, girls. Here we go. What would it be?
2026 or 2025?
Yeah, no, it's 26.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. What would it be? A theme or a headline? What would it be? Kelly, over to you.
Oh, I knew you'd go with me
Well,
first.
Kel-
Because everyone's looking around, glancing at the air.
Scratching our heads.
I do not run in that. That's not my gig. So, that whole thing. I don't have a word and I
You know
don't have
why?
a theme.
You know why?
We could give you one.
I
You
know.
don't like being boxed.
I don't like
You don't like being told.
So, maybe
Song
mine
lyric,
is,
mate. Song lyric.
Yeah, I think exactly. I like surprise and adventure. So, and I love surprises, and I know people who really, really don't. Right, but if something surprises me, that's actually great as long as it's not something I can't actually manage. But so I really wouldn't know even what I would think my theme was, except for I think just keep. The thing I think on my headstone, have a go.
Yeah, have a go.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
always,
That's great.
I think that's my every year theme. Have a go. Doesn't matter
No.
if you get it right, wrong,
Absolutely.
otherwise. If no one notices you had a go, which can sometimes happen, I think for me, it's just really, really important way to live.
Amanda.
Well, I just have a word.
Oh, of course.
And it's quite different.
Oh.
Last year's was very different, but this year again is different. But my word is embers. And this real sense of when the fires come through and the ember that's left, that deep, sustainable fire and passion for the things that I love. And embers for me mean sitting in a circle with my friends, just the sustaining warmth of the things that are really important for me, faith and that sense of people's stories. So my word for the year is embers. What really is the
Giving
compass
warmth.
or just
What can come and light in you?
the depths of place that brings meaning. That's what I'm focusing on this year.
Mine really come out of my time in Rwanda, but also just for me personally, my season, which is I have enough. And I think being in Rwanda and looking and watching the women there as they are making their way and what they have and what I have,
Yeah.
I go, I have enough.
Enough, yeah.
Yeah, beautiful.
I absolutely have enough. Rich in friendships, rich in a home, rich in
Family.
work, rich in family.
Yep.
Like, oh my gosh, like I am a wealthy girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a very wealthy girl. So I have enough, Rose.
Great. Fire and water. So I see a seesaw, or the balance. So I want both in my life. So for me, fire is about forward movement, creation. I must always do that, always. But I must balance that with calm periods in my life as well. Water, not this constant motion. That's exhausting, and I don't want to do or be that anymore. So it's fire and water, creation and calm periods of both, balancing that.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Okay. Thank you for listening, for showing up and being part of the Kinwomen community. Thank you for all your messages that you send, the stories you share, and the way you carry these conversations into our own lives, the kitchens, the workplaces, and the friendships. And as we move forward, we're excited about what's coming up next. Future Kinwomen episodes that will continue to explore wisdom, values, money, and much more. So our conversations are honest, hopefully thought-provoking, sometimes uncomfortable, funny. I want them to be funny. And always grounded in connection. Did you just say boyfriends?
I think
You
it was
naughty
Kelly,
girl.
actually.
We look forward to continuing this journey with you. We are Kinwomen, and you
you're
are
our
our kin.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us here on Kinwomen ALOUD. If today's conversation resonated with you, we'd love you to subscribe, share the episode, or pass it on to someone who might need to hear it. These conversations grow when they're shared. Thank you to our sound engineer, Mark Ralph from Elemental Sound, and to our producer, Natalie Kilner from Mindful Marketing, who helps bring these conversations to life. You can find us on Instagram and Facebook at Kinwomen, and visit us online at kinwomen.com. Until next time, you are our kin.